And of course, Silverstone in reverse, very, very different. Obviously, we're not flying into turn one as we normally would. We've got a brand new turn one into the club sort of chicane sequence. It's going to take me a bit of getting used to sort of, in terms of commentating it, because obviously all the corner names are going to be backwards and everyone's, excuse me, attacking it all different ways. But it's going to add a bit of spice to it, nonetheless. Let's jump on board then with Ryan Vanderbilt's the first lap of the reverse track. Almost played a little bit there, and then quite a tough little sequence to come in reverse to the chicane. You think you've got independent speed, you think it tightens up quite a lot of it, but it's done it so quite tightly. Now heading into flat left, or not quite flat left. Gives it a little lift, maybe take a bit of a bank lap approach here, but the worst approach. Get the lap in, play it safe on the track. Heading into Peppers, then Nuggets, a weird sequence in reverse. You can attack these curves quite a lot, carrying a lot of speed. But again, take a bit of a cautious approach. Now into the flat left of top corner. Really hold it flat. A little lift there, down stiff, just keep it in there. It's brutal to run wide, there's no grass down there, no concrete. Very, very scary on front wide. Now it's the Abbey zone now, which then heads into, is it Abbey? I'm trying to remember our corners. I have got the track map up here. Let me just quickly sort myself out. Sorry, again. It's very hard to follow backwards, you know, so it's very so now we're heading into the chapel here, into what would normally be our turns, what, 3 and 4. Very tidy, but the apex nicely, and there was actually a lap before that up in the 6. That's okay. We'll stay in board with John here as he's going to come out, flat out to the line now. Keep it flat to the right, flat to the left. Keep it pinned. The car's going to stick. You know it is. Flat to the line. What kind of time can he get down? It's going to be P4 there. As Enzo Roller chucks it onto the pool from the pole. Does nice to 7-3. Tidy for the lap to stick this thing from it. Absolutely lock it up for the front. We can see some Astons crossing the line here. We've got Thunderbolt's first cross on the 1-3. That dog also put in a second lap. Extra line will be posted and keep over into this. Keeping a solid lap. It's all about getting to the line now as quick as you can. 1:21.6, where's that book in? Puts into P6. Oh, you'll have to put it in. Now, really excited because Team P's are watching. They're chosen. Everyone, all the TPs know who they are. They'll be announced to everyone very, very soon. It's a great opportunity to show them what they do. Good luck. We've got some new drivers around. Russian Doctor, a new face on the grid. Wasn't around last season. We'll interesting to see what kind of times we can put down. Obviously did a double warm-up lap there. That's okay. It's a different technique, not used by a lot, but it can prove quite beneficial. Let's take a second one pretty timely there. Now heading up the old Wellington straight. Trying to pick up a very distant throw as he gets into Beckett's now. And then through that's a long left hand to go away from the car into Nuggets now. A swooping, picking flat, just trusting the car will stick. Got to have a lot of faith with what's happening out here on the outside, just picking it out of the way. Will he get a flat to the left? Yes, he does. Oh, a little bit of a snap and he goes wide onto the grass. Car just bottoming out on him as he goes through that left hand up. Did not get invalidated, so I wonder if he'll finish the lap anyway. He would have lost a bit of time through there. Might just want to get a time down on these tyres there, nonetheless. So we've got time set from everyone except for Company Kano and Ishi Nut. And of course, flat out through the right. I think we're going to see some ambitious moves through here into what is it, Chapel. Going to be a lot of side-by-side action through here into Farm. And just then leads us through into Abbey. I'm really excited this time. I think it could prove to be a new place. A lot of moves are made for this level. It's the Russian Doctor puts in 1:31.2, puts them down completely. But puts down a bit more of a time without that little moment onto the grass. Probably take a second off. So he won't be too unhappy. Just on a bank lap, Crumpton County, of course, on the controller, which is always a little bit tougher. Pushing up now on his out lap. He's just going to come up the arena. Where are we? He's out lap, trying to pick him up. He's coming through, what is that? Luffield. Coming through Luffield now. So as it stands now, MJ Roller is on pole with 1:27.3, 5 tenths clear off the pass. Qualified pole Pepsi in P3, 9 tenths off the pace. Right, take them next as MJ Roller puts in a slightly first those 5 hits into the road, about, I think it was about 4 counts. Followed by Quiet Cake and then Mars, Brian Bromley, Come Extractor, What a Man, Junkyard Doggy, Ranieri, Pulp Contender, Cheap Trick, Fish Slips, Thunderballs, Russian Doctor, there's some ripping names in there tonight. Thoroughly enjoying reading the as he was sitting on board now, Itchy was on the beach, on a bit of a tester lap. Maybe he hasn't done a lot of practice, and he's just using this time to get some laps in. Oh, is he going a little bit of it sideways to some Tokyo drifting? That's alright though. We do know Itchy was played with a very interesting will say rules that road. But it worked for him. Anyone who ever asked him to go straight away, he's a lazy bastard. He doesn't want to move his foot much. He picked up rather nice and safe roads. He doesn't do too much movement. Just take it nice and easy. Just trying to find where the grip is here. You see something. As we jump on board, anyone else on a real late yes comes up with these 2.5 minutes on the street. It's up on this time. Head into luck with a long left-hander. Just got to hug that apex as long as you can because the next right-hander sneaks up on you as he gets a snap of oversteer. Really compromising his next turn into the right. Now onto the landing straight. Really close on the exit there. It's a tough one. It's really tough on the place. He's only raced this track maybe twice. Yeah, it can really hurt if you don't get that right. It's just back there. Who else could be on a lap here? It's a Cole on the lap. No, he is throwing it into the pits. Nothing's on the lap. We'll jump back on board with Itchy, see what he's done throughout the lap as he now comes into what he's trying to remember. Trying. It is Chapel, been through farm. Runs a little bit wide, there's another opinion flat to the line now for the Itchy. Still kind of time to put down. I'm not going to advise him that he's right. I'm sure that's more of his cycle lap. Late. He's got full battery. He's going to push on, keep it flat through there. Oh, you can see the Carl warnings are going in. Tidy for the first part of the Battle Chicane as well. Now he's going to put flat now towards the left hand of Stowe. It is Stowe, yes. Well done, mate. Look at now onto the hang straight. This is the hang straight. As he now comes into Beckett's 2 wheels on the grass just for a little bit of culture. Runs it wide into Carl Warnings. Tough track. Right way around. As he now comes through Cops, a little bit of lift. Gets the foot back down, power back down. DRS now open through this new DRS zone for the first track. He's got a yellow flag. He's obviously into Lucky now, keeps it nice and tidy. Tight to the left hand side there, does well. Really opens up the right hand corner. Now he can really focus on the exit out of there. Get the foot down and push it up and out of the straight. Again, another what normally isn't there. Maybe something there or something. That's something just noticing now. As he now comes through farm here. Still kind of time to get there this time. It'll be an improvement no matter what I would be suggesting. Look about 3-second improvement. Could be pushing in 13. It's tight, not quite. It still says P16. That's okay, as it looks like he's got more battery to go again. And I think we'll just see Itchy lacking. It looks like he might be able to push that through Beckett's now. Sorry, Nuggets. It's only going to take us some time to really get this right. So we can go this ball now. We've got really time to feel out the track. It's forcing us to watch. As well as that 3 minutes, it's a watch. So you can see very tidy there. Nicely done front the down. It's the right now, focuses on the exit, gets the foot down. Probably got a left a little bit. Those 8 something this time. Stay on board with the end of the lap. We're almost there in the lap. Flat out through the line. Tuck it in, keep it tidy, good Chapel. Yes, no, Billy. I'm going to say Chapel is the best. Ignore me, apologies. Back to the action, coming down across the line, 130, does put him up into 2 meters. Thunderbolts is retired. Or did he have a moment? He may have had a moment there. I saw his car was still on track. Coming through Cops, and he missed it. Thunderbolts has had a moment, I think, unfortunately. So that would see the end of Thunderbolts' quality. He's going to keep it here to see if that holds steady for him. But jump on board with NJ Rolls on a pusher, fly I should say, instead of the thousands up on his time. Coming through Beckett's, now into Maggots. Tidy looking, keeps looking flat, just opens the corner up and gives it back across the right hand side. Cops just drops a gear, doesn't get it anywhere, just drops it steady, nicely done now into the new DRS zone. Not entirely sure. Break if you millimetre mark, keeping touching the left hand side, a little inside lock there, not going to affect him too much as he keeps it tidy, maybe just a little bit wider than he wanted to, compromise his entry and of course exit out of rain. Come on. Brooklands. It's so hard, but always really gets a lock up there and run really village. So dry, fun, get something really. And he cuts much curves you can, going to improve by 20 minutes for once this is the roller showing here, he's got some serious pacing around the Silverstone in reverse. John board with Mars here. Is he on a flyer? Let's have a look. It does not look let's see what 7 times there. I'm going to say no. Back to his charging, he's not. Old footy bender, is he on a pusher? Ooh, look at the slide. He's not, he's recharging that build. Here you go, check his. We'll jump aboard check. He's 6 minutes up on the previous time. It's already looking right up into that territory. He's just got to keep the right nice and tidy through here. As he now drops the gear nice and steady into club through Beckett's now and heading towards the Maggots. Just taking it nice and steady, making sure that the losing car in a silver way. Very close there. Looks to maybe ever so slightly nip, it's hard to tell. It's stable though. DRS should be wide open. Let's jump off board for this one. Let's just have a little cheeky off board view, shall we? And it looks like maybe he is recharging. Maybe he gets pulled out of this lap. There might be something I'm not knowing. Let's see, with the DRS open, that's pretty telling. There's no DRS here anymore. No, he's down 2 seconds on his time. So, looks like the majority are just relaxing now, which gives me a moment to breathe. I'm going for a cheeky drink because the throat's starting to feel it. And, even better, gives me a chance to go through and read you through in reverse. So, of course, with the track now running counterclockwise in the reverse layout, the iconic corners of Cops, Maggots, Beckett's, Chapel, that little complex that we've been talking about, and Stowe, entirely new challenge. It's going to be interesting seeing Beckett's as a bit of a braking zone now, having to, dive down to the right hand, then get to the left of Beckett's. It's going to be interesting to see if drivers take that as an opportunity or if drivers are going to play a bit safe and relax. The first corner of Club. Yes, sorry, the first corner of Club. Excuse me. Flat out normally. Flat out on a good lap. You can't go flat out through a side by side. It'll be interesting to see how drivers tackle that one in battle. I think the limiting tyre around here is going to be the front right now, especially with the change of directions. Through Stowe, through very front right corners. We'll see what happens there. As drivers now coming back out onto the track, let's jump back on board now with Tractor, who is 2.5 tenths up on his time, coming through Beckett's. Is he? Coming through Maggots. No, coming through Beckett's, then into Maggots. See, running just can't do it right. That's alright though, we now head into Cops corner, drops his gear, and disappears. Lovely. Nice and tidy there through there, Tractor. 2 tenths is up currently, we'll put him up into potentially P5 range. Put himself in a good spot, this Tractor. With very tight good luck there. Now seems to get it right onto the going to straight. Oh, he runs a bit wider. No, he doesn't validate his time. He was still at 3 tenths up. That hurts. He's only got a minute. He's got to recharge the battery and get going again. We've also got Polar, he's 3.5 tenths up. Polar, of course, very quick driver on his way. But I must kind of speak on the new game personally. I've spoken to him about it. He's a big iRacing man these days. But I'm sure once he gets a lap together, he's getting some with it. Very, very tough one to stop. It's very tight in there. Full top 60, 10, 20, good chance. I think that beats the straight, braking at about 75 metres, braked a bit deep, and I think maybe caught him out. Unless he's looking for that sort of, maybe that's the scrap, maybe it's the line. Really to give himself open. He's still up 7.5 tenths, so maybe something like that. The one straight, flat out to the right of Village. I'm trying to remember. And now heading into farm, left hand, he's got to keep it tight. Car running out, nicely done. Now it's flat out to the line. Take the minimum amount of track you need to, minimum resistance, cut the curve as much as you can. Keep it tidy. Takes a second of his time, isn't quite enough to beat MJ Roller. Puts him at down 2 tenths off of him. Still a very, very tight lap. That's now on his lap. Very final. Picking him up at not far, Village. Getting close to the first right-hander of the double hairpin in through farm now. Drifts the car out wide, gets the foot down flat. Qualifying has come with an ultimate because the line is pitching here on the front of Kano. And he's another also seeing the fighting quickly back in 6. Bazza does improve ever so slightly, but will stay P3 for now. Mars is on a lap here. He's on down to 2 up and he's finding a little bit more time if he wants to beat Bazza. Let's jump on board though with the Red Bull. No, Rushstopper is pitting. We've got Fischler, so he is also pitting. So we've got Mercedes of Junkyard Dog. Here we go to the line, will he? Yes, he is on a lap. He's got to push it to the line. Minimum resistance. What kind of time? Oh, he looks like I thought. That's alright though. As we see, comes up here, he's 5 tenths up. Looks like he ran out of battery, but he does enough to get up. He's nicely done. 5K 28.3. Doesn't look like he'll improve. Brian Bromley now. He's 2 tenths up. Where can he find himself? After this lap, gets himself up to P5. Nice lap there from Bromley. Who's next across the line? Oh, here we are. Mars. He's down on his time, unfortunately, but P4 can't improve. MJ Roller improves his time by 2 tenths. And I think we have the man to beat. He's cheap on a lap. Yes, he's 5 tenths up on his time. What can he do in the final sector? Minimum resistance, like we say. Minimum distance, as we know. To the line. I didn't see. Where are we? Tell me. 10th for Cheap Trick. Nice lap there for Cheap. Very, very tidy, ladies and gentlemen. And that is your qualifying for round 2 of Lads Season 3 preseason. MJ Roller takes your pole by 3 tenths from Apollo. Pepsi Bazza rounds out the top 3, followed by Mars, who will join him on the second row. Brian Bromley with a late lap put himself up into P5. Ranieri come track to Quackcake on the medium sets a solid time of 1:28.3. Junkyard Dog will follow up behind him on row 5 with Cheap Trick alongside him. Old Footy will make up the next lap, next row there, followed by Russian Crump and Kano and Itchy Nut to finish it out. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we've got a race on our hands. Look at it. It's beautiful. In all its glory is Silverstone. Obviously, we've got the, I think throughout this race, I'm just trying to find my words through all this brain fog. As I just quickly move this, it's annoying me that it's there. Hopefully that looks in a better spot. I've just got to do that. There we go. All right, we've got about a 25-second pit lane loss around here, so I'd imagine we're going to see a lot of one-stoppers. I doubt there'll be two-stoppers, although I must say, with the tyre wear in this year's game, two-stoppers are becoming more and more viable, I think, especially for some tracks. It'll be interesting to see what happens. The pit exit is going to be also a tough one coming out, obviously, from the Vale Chicane. It just leads straight into Stowe Corner. So it's going to be very interesting to see how our drivers navigate that one as well. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Silverstone, but it's not as you know it. It's in reverse. It's going to be very, very interesting. Beckett's has become a brake zone battleground. Who would have thought that? But here we go. Formation lap has started. Drivers to get their final check out of the circuit, as it looks like we've had a stall from the Alpine for Apollo. Maybe didn't realise that there was a formation. We'll just never quite know. I'm going to give myself a breather. I think you all should as well. We've got about 30 laps or so. Maybe a couple less. If Silverstone coming in. I'm normally a lot more confident than this, but so forgive me. It's an even worse spot, I think, now. So drivers using the formation lap just to warm their tyres up, get a one final check out of the circuit, see how the car's feeling with a high fuel load, obviously maybe slightly adjusted setup, slightly adjusted front wing, tyre pressures might be different, the car it'll be feeling different. Everything's going to be just that slight change, which will be just enough to put the car off balance from what you're used to. So drivers need a moment to adjust to that. Early doors, I think my early money's got to be on MJ Roller after quite a dominating qualifying performance, but you can never quite rule out Apollo Pepsi. We know he's got pace. Baz has shown some great pace early days in this game. And then further on the pack, I still think, I think Cheap Trick can surprise some people. He's shown some great pace. Excuse me again, I'm on struggle strap. Yeah, I think Cheap Trick can surprise a few people. He's shown some pace earlier in this game. I think Ichikinato has also had pace. He's just got to take some time to acclimatise to the track, but I think he will find some speed. Thunderball's definitely out of place for me, which would look like it might have had a little moment coming through Cops. But I think we had some great battling in the midfield there for sort of, the bottom podium places all the way through to P10, probably even lower, which is what we want. It gives everyone a chance to practice their craft on this game. It's a different feeling game. It's going to take some time for everyone to adjust, which is what we want. We want the field to be shaken up. We want everyone to have a new challenge. We want everyone to be feeling uncomfortable. It brings everyone together. As we have a quick look here at the tyres, you can see majority of on the mediums. We've got Bazza on the softs, and then Cheap and Fish Lips on the hards. As here we go, we're going to 5 red lights. And the Silverstone Reverse Grand Prix is off and running. It looks like a decent start there from MJ Roller. Bazza's off to an absolute flying start here. He's looking to jump Apollo early in the race on those softs. Apollo dives it down the inside. Looks like he's going to maintain the position. What's going on further down the pack? Side by side, and Bazza does get it done on those soft tyres. Very nicely done. Further in the pack, we're nearly losing some places. Junkyard Dog looking to make up the place, but it looks like everyone's gotten away pretty clear there as now we head into Stowe. Very quick left-hander. As the McLaren of Quackak diving up the inside of Contractor, who looked like he just went slightly offline. Maybe wasn't quite prepared for that one, as Bazza now is looking to chase down after MJ Roller. In previous games, this hasn't been a medium-soft one-stop race. In reverse, new game, will that still be the case? Time to certainly tell. Let's jump on board here with Contractor, who's got a few spots off the start there. Won't be exactly stoked with that. We're looking to make up for that. Coming through, tops wheels on the grass, a little bit of nervous one for him there. You can see that possible race strategies, medium to hards, maybe into some soft to medium sticks. A couple different lines being tested out here in Luffield. Let's see where we can get the exits. All about the exit coming to the middle of the straight. Who's going to have it? Who's going to have the straight on speed? Who's going to set up? Looks like who's this? Ranieri. Why can't is there something to it? I think there's going to be some serious lunges into this corner here. As we've got a yellow. That's Bazza. Bazza and Apollo have come together. Oh no, what a shame after such a ripping start. Oh, I really wish we saw that one in the action. It looks like Apollo's gotten off the better car there. Bazza now side by side with Footy Bender. And just barely clips his nose on the way through and says, I'm taking this spot, I'm in a mood, I'm casing back to my position as he's that. Come Tractor going a little bit wide through club. Have we got another yellow flag, is it? No, we shouldn't do it. I think we should. Maybe it's the glitch. That glitch is still in the game. Well done. Well, that gives Mars a very nice buffer. MJ Roller, a really nice buffer out front. He's already 20 seconds clear of the cars behind us. Bazza switch places and build it on track. Mars is going to chase down after him, and he won't be alone. He's got blind Bromley there. I'm going to take you to the DRS zone, mate. I've got nothing to defend from. Further down the pack, otherwise picking up looking like they're going side by side, which is awesome to see. Let's stay on board with this battle here real quick. Into the DRS zone, wing wide open. Drifting Brian Bromley. Almost just looked like he got lost. He got distracted by someone in the crowd. Someone had their you-know-what's out. This Junkyard slides up the inside of Apollo Pepsi, I believe, or was that the fence? I can't exactly remember. Again, apologies, my brain is a bit all over the place. As we head now into the double head in here, Junkyard just looking to defend, just stay on the back of this train here. I'm sure Apollo will be able to make the move. Again, we didn't see it. We can't comment. We don't know. It's like I said, it was the exact spot where I thought that things could happen. Makes it is that Russian Doctor around? Yes, it is. Has he had a moment? It looks like he's gone wide. I don't know if he's gone wide on his own accord or if he's been involved with another drop, you would say. Either way, he's getting there. Bazza now on those softs. We'll just see how long these last as the quick tyre. Looks like they're still up there now. Oh, and that dirty area. He runs wide onto the gravel. That's not going to help him. That's going to put him under some serious pressure from Bender. Is he going to use it? No, he's sticking like that. To keep himself safe. Jumping on board back to this front battle here. The front four, we'll call them. Maybe even the fantastic four. Apollo at the rear of them, led by Mars, Brian, and Junkyard Doggy. The meat of the sandwich, we'll call them, as they come through Cops. Tough corner in the dirty air in the last game, let alone this game. As it looks like Apollo is going to look for a move here on Junkyard Dog. He's going to throw it on the inside of Luffield, keep it tucked in. Oh, it runs a bit wide, jumps on the curve a little bit. Junkyard just has to jump out to the right just to avoid any unnecessary damage. Nothing malicious in it. Cars got bumped up by that by the curve there. Pushed a little bit wide. I'm sure he might so excellent. An aggressive move done nonetheless. So now look to take on Mars with P3. Lucky ran a little bit deep those. We'll jump back on board, and it looks like Quiet Cake Ranieri have jumped onto the back of this pack. So the Fantastic Four becomes the Silly Six, we'll call them. As Ranieri has taken Quiet Cake for a little run. See you later, he says. Don't leave your pockets open like that. Oh, it's a little bit of contact from Quiet Cake. Didn't expect him to slow up. Ranieri running a little bit wide, having to let off the throttle slightly. No harm, no foul though. Both drivers still facing forwards. Thanks for coming. Bazza is back onto this pack of window, which is lovely to see. And hopefully he can fight his way back through the pack to where he was. Let's not forget about our man out in front though. If he did injustice, Injo Roller pulled out another second and a half in the last 2 laps. He is flying out front. He's Injo Roller, and for a man who wants the full-time seat, which seat he's going to go battle cat. I'm looking at you. You've got problem, mate. It's not going to be as easy as you maybe hope. Don't cash mash. You've got competition. Jumping back off board with this battle. Look at them snake through Maggots and Beckett in reverse. What a sight. Through Cops now. You can see us. Oh, running wide. There is Mars. That's going to hurt his exit. Junkyard Dog, let's jump on board with him. Keep going the long way. Is he going to look for an attack? No, he sits on behind. Plays this long game. Plays the smart game. Keeps it hugging through like a hard and a slow left-hander to keep it tucked into the dirty air. And puts the foot down. What kind of exit is he got? Is it good enough? Looks like he's just going to protect himself. Stay tucked in behind here. Mars has lost DRS to those two ahead, so it's going to be interesting to see what Junkyard does. He probably needs to get high. He probably thinks he has more speed than Mars at this point in the race. Both cars on those mediums, Junkyard has shown some good early speed. Further down the pack, down those softs, moving up on the back of White Cake. Flat 5, I'd imagine those softs are starting to feel some sort of way. Runs wide in that dirty air. That'll be a track limits warning, no doubt, for him there. And he gets the foot down. Has he got the traction on White Cake on those softs? It looks like they're about it at this point. Dirty air doesn't try to tuck it in. It's got way too fast. Way too long to be wide. Apollo and Brian do swap positions up. As he now, look at this for an angle. Isn't that something? Through Beckett's. Oh, wow. That is a beautiful sight into Nuggets. I could watch that all day. That is amazing. Beautiful helmet to say as well, Polo. Well done on your helmet, son. Fantastic looking. As Cum Tractor has taken Bazza for a little ride. I wonder if that was through the use of DRS. If Bazza just went a little bit wide through Nuggets, I would be arguing maybe for a second those tyres starting to roll. As he now looks at one up the inside, he's better off it. Just cuts back a little behind Cum Tractor. Russian Doctor is back onto the rear of Company Kano. Let's see if there's a move to be had here. Around the outside, potentially Russian Doctor. Thinks about it. No, just tucks it in behind. We'll wait for a better opportunity. We'll start well with this battle. We'll have a cheeky look. Of course we'll have a look. Who's got the better exit out of that one down into the Wellington Straight? Looks like Company Kano moving back to there just to make sure that don't take the decision. Tell you what, this game looks beautiful graphically. Polo goes quickest. Oh, maybe crumping breaking a little bit earlier than the Russian Doctor was expecting us. No, we've got a retirement. Oh no, what a shame. Who is it? It's Cum Tractor. Can you see his car here? off somewhere and has ended up in the wall. We've got a safety car here. Lap 5, Russian Doctor decides it's his perfect opportunity to dive into the pits for some fresh hards. Will they make it to the end of the race? Who knows for sure. It's a shame we didn't catch that one on the live stream. But nonetheless, you know what this game needs? It needs a little bit of a replay action. Similar to what iRacing got. You know, you can just duck back a little bit, have a look, jump back to the live action. EA, if you're listening, that's what you need, mate. Buy me. I'm free all the time. So, MJ Roller will be the most unhappy about this, I would imagine, after doing a nice 7 to 8 second lead. We now have a follow right on the rear of him. So, it's going to be interesting to see who decides to dive into the pits. If we have a quick look at his tyres. This works beautifully. Oh, drives up into speedy under safety car, Thunderballs. Oh, that hurts. That really, really hurts. Must say this works really well for Bazza. He'll be able to jump off those softs now onto the hards to the end, I would imagine. Anyone on the mediums probably can do the same. But the hards around here don't feel great. But MJ Roller says, nah, it's time. I'm absolutely taking it. It's an awkward pin entry down into 60 kilometers an hour. You've got to car really, really slowed down. Apollo taking nice and cautious. Gets it down to the 60, pit limiter on. Nice and easy. Brian Bromley does the same. Looks like we've got everyone. Mars, he slows it right down. Ranieri slows it right down. Junkyard slows it right down. Let's make sure there's no silly action, boys. Everybody's into the pits. Doesn't look like any... Oh, yes, there is. Fishlip's staying out. Fishlip's is going to inherit the lead of the race, isn't he? Let's have a look at this one. Is MJ Roller coming out? He is. It looks like MJ Roller will maintain the lead, I think. It's going to be... Oh, it's going to be close. Go, Fishlips. Go, son. There he is. Who's going to get there first? It's going to be MJ Roller just. Everyone else, though, is into the pits. You can see who goes to go in the pit lane. As we said, 25 seconds normally, only about 15 seconds under safety car. So really good time to jump into the pits if you feel it's time. Fishlip started on the hards, so he feels the need to stay out there. Cheap Trick and Itchy also had to come in for mediums. I believe they both started on the hards as well. Unless Itchy, maybe Itchy didn't. Either way, he's on the mediums now. So we're just going to see how far he can get on those tyres. Lap 7 of 26 was close with my 30 guess. 24 off. And your current order stands like MJ Roller, Fishlips, Apollo, Brian Bromwell, Mars, MP5, Junkyard Dog, Ranieri, White Cake, Old Bender, Bazza, Thunderballs with a drive-through penalty, unfortunately. Cheap Trick, MP12, Itchy Nut, Crumpin, and Russian Doctor. All drivers have pitted besides Fishlips up in P2. So on the restart, MJ is going to be looking to absolutely disappear off into the distance using Fishlips as a bit of a barrier. I would imagine Apollo needs to get by him as soon as possible to really make sure that MJ can't do exactly that. Bromley, no doubt, looking to do the same along with Mars. Anyone who gets stuck behind is going to be Struggle Street or Trouble Town, or whatever sort of city with issues you may think of. I think this is the perfect time. Beautiful. I must say, the driver's kept it pretty tidy so far in terms of penalties. I only got the drive-through from Thunderballs from the safety car speeding, which I'm not with he will serve right now. Looking at position changes, we've got obviously plus 10 for Fishlips. Let's have a look at Thunderballs real quick. Does he jump in? No, he doesn't. Maybe he might take that to the end, actually. He might take that 10 seconds to the end and see if we can't remove it. If the stewards can't remove it, I must say, in post. But as you can see, Fishlips up 10 seconds as he gets hit. Apollo down 1, but he's in net P2. Brian Bromley up 1. Mars down 1. Junkyard up 3. Nice start from him. Ranieri's down 1. White Cake standing still, but he was down 1, obviously, when Fishlips hits. Bender's up 2. Bazza down 7 after that early incident, unfortunately for him. Thunderballs up 3. Cheap Trick down 2. Itchy up 3. Crumpin up 1. And Russian Doctor down 2. Drivers get a moment just to reset mentally, reset physically, go get a drink if they need to, potentially. Ignore that, I was just opening my phone. The stream is still up. Apologies for that. sent a message in chat, and Bazza says sorry to Lil T. So my guess is there would have been some contact, and unfortunately has ended car tractor or Lil T's race, which is unfortunate. He was having a decent race. Bazza obviously trying to fight back through the field, potentially an aggressive move on hand, which has resulted in interesting to see the footage of that one after the race. Battle Cat also says he has a fear of missing out. Getting a bit of FOMO from this one. Dry Cat, if you're watching, mate, just make sure you tune in next time, yeah? Make sure you jump in the car. Battle Cat, of course, P2 in the Tier 1 series last season in that Ferrari. And now, newly announced co-owner of Winters, good friends. Our unofficial partnership, jointness with Winters. We do a lot. We respect them a lot, and they hopefully respect us. Coming to lap 8 then, I would imagine the safety car is potentially in this lap. It looks like it is in this lap, so we're going to have a restart here. We jump into the front of the pack. It's a matter of when MJ Roller will like going, and that is now. He's off and racing. Get rid of that, I say. We've also got to get rid of these. Oh, geez, I'm rusty. As MJ Roller gets a decent jump, fish slips immediately out of the way of Apollo Pepsi. I wonder if he got an illegal overtake for it, though. Either way, I'm sure he will just commit to it. As Russian Doctor's into the pits, is he retiring? Potentially, unless he got damage that I didn't see. Wrongly, as fish slips is way down the field, he's struggling with his tyres, or is he going to drive us through? Could be a bit of both. Could be a bit of both. Oh, he's really slow through the apex. Wide people work behind him. He's come back to the front. Apollo Pepsi has managed to get through and stay on the back end. Go Roller, Brian Bromley now. He's 2 seconds already off the back of Ben Mars, right on the rear of him. Junkyard Dog only a second behind him. Close that gap Ranieri up to P6. As MJ Roller, has he made a mistake? Looks like he may have. He's now behind Apollo in the dirty air. The first time he's experienced in this race, and he's brilliant. He hasn't had it before. It's new to him, and he's immediately affected by it. 8 tenths already off the back of Apollo Pepsi. He will look now to take control of this race and take off down the road. Looking further down the grid, Bazza on the back of Fishlips now. He's the one who needs to make the move. Can he make the move? Is the question. It's a tough spot to do it. Not a real lot of space. Fishlips, the light is flashing. Bazza tucks it into the inside and goes through. Is Kate going to have a chance to follow through? Not looking likely. Bazza. Oh, they're going to go side by side. Well done, lads. Oh, Squad Cake is wide in the rear there, you can see. Can he rejoin safely? Oh, it's getting wildly close as they touch Thunderballs and Cheap. Thunderballs coming down. He still has that drive through to serve either way, as he is going to dive in to serve that right now. Wowee. As Apollo and MJ now looking to run away with it. MJ just thinking in close enough in that DRS zone though. Very nicely done from the young man. Only 7 tenths now into the first DRS straight. You see that rear wing open wide up, just to close in as we come into club now. Then, of course, into Beckett's, and then into Nuggets. What a way to say that. That's not going to get old anytime soon, is it? It's just such an interesting way to watch the track. Oh, excuse me. Now through Cops, MJ tucks it in. Oh, still gets a bit wide, but doesn't anywhere near as wide as the last one. Let's jump on board here with Mars. He's only 3 tenths behind Brian Bromley with DRS wide open. He got a move on the cards. Not this time, just tucks it in behind. Plays the smart game. What else we got further down the pack? We got Bender, Bazza followed by Bender, Cheap Trick, and White Cake. Is there a move to be had here for potentially the old footy Bender? On the cars, let's have a look. There's all the cars you can see flying up the long straight. What a sight that is. I did not see a few grey clouds over the circuit piling up from the ends there. That doesn't look exactly clear. Let's keep our eye on that and see what happens. As Crump and Canada picks up the first 3 seconds of the race, the multiple track limit warnings. And I must say, impressive we've gotten this long. I would have thought there'd be a few more early on with the new track layout. Drivers getting used to it, of course, not the easiest thing to do. Let's jump back on board with MJ Roller and Apollo. Let's see, can he close in on this lap? 7 tenths to get 8 tenths to get really struggle through following those leads. As he is closing, he's not close enough, but he's close through club through Beckett's, of course, through Baggett's then Cops. If he can keep it close, he might have a little sneak into Luffield. He's got about 6/10 the gap here. Through Cops, hard to follow. What kind of time's he going to lose through there? He loses about 10. Cops the line. DRS wide open. He's not going to be close enough on this occasion. Let's jump aboard Mars. He's got the same amount of speed as last time. Closing in. Ryan will just enough. The gap to stay safe on this occasion. Bazza trying to chase now after Ranieri. As healthy will try to back at him. White takes forward the back and hold Footy Bender a little bit here. Chiefs are really looking for the pressure. As I said, Pickford has shown some pace early on in this game. And it'll be interesting to see how this one unfolds. Following this one quite closely. Russian Doctor picked up a 3-second penalty. After he could have been into the sock. Obviously, we don't know what to stop after this. MJ Roller, let's see, what's he got? This occasion, 6/10 the gap. Coming through into Stowe. Can he keep it close? That's all he needs to do, keep it close into outer Stowe. Get a good exit. Going to be close enough. Bazza had closed that gap up to Ranieri now. Can he be a threat for P6? There is a bit of a gap now forming from P5 to P6. That'll prove down 3-way heights. Bazza looking to skip it very close through Maggots. Does so very well. 2 tenths on the back of him. Going through Cops, which is tough, we know, with that dirty air. Does okay, looks to have kept it relatively clean, but does lose a bit of time. 4 tenths. Let's jump on board. Is he going to close in? The battery's getting used. Not enough on this occasion. Itchy up picks up a 3-second now for his multiple warnings. Oh, track limits. Bazza. Oh, he has a little think of it there. Yellow sector 1. All's come well by the looks of it. I really love that. Would go away, that little caution sector 1. So, it is what it is, as Bazza now, flat out through the right-hander now into the first hairpin too. We now head into farm. For the 12th time of this race, Apollo putting in lap after lap. He's now broken DRS as Mars and Junkyard are side by side. And Junkyard reigns supreme on that occasion. Choosing the other right, Robert, who didn't have a bit of a deep breath. Very nice for him. Let's jump back on board with this one here though. Excuse me. Oh, Bazza runs wide. Bazza runs real wide. You'd have to think that was a track limit. If it wasn't, yeah, you do it. But that brings Footy Bender right into it. Let's stay on board here. Footy Bender now into the DRS zone. Both cars will have DRS. I'd have to think, does he have damage? Or is he just struggling with the tyres on the hards maybe? Probably didn't do a lot of practice on the hards. Maybe just wasn't quite ready for the deal yet. A couple laps, 2 fingers to fall off the back of a little bit quite cake. Fisher's on the back picking up. Also yet to pick though. Just a battle to watch here. MJ Roller has broken back into the DRS on the pole. Pepsi will be happy with the map there going up to the straight as we speak. Flying now here. Fisher through 6 minutes now. DRS wide open now. Attacking into now. MJ Roller is very, very close now to Apollo Pepsi. He was at one point within a 10th and a half. Excuse me. I'm really struggling. So I apologise once again. Let's stick on board here with MJ Roller, as it seems like he's found some speed, found some pace in these last couple of laps. Maybe Apollo just saving the battery a little bit, and a little lock up there from Apollo. Fisher does get moved up. It just does seem that either Apollo is saving MJ's burn. It doesn't seem it, but maybe they just don't find a little bit of pace again. That's what does get moved down from Ranieri though. Let's got that. Also got side by side through Stowe. What a move! I was on board with that. Oh, there's a little bit of squeeze, a little bit of push and shove going on. Because who's that? Ranieri's got the DRS. He's going to dive into the corner, and Bad's going to have to surrender for second again, or in this case, 7th. Jumping back up onto MJ Roller. He's a lot closer this time. Let's stick on board with this one. What's going to come? Oh, looks to the inside, switches to the outside. Really tightens up Apollo. Is there anything going now into the exit? Just slows it up on the apex there. Very nice defensive driving there. Apollo keeps it. Take a bow. That's how you do it. MJ really starting to put the pressure on. Apollo will be feeling it. I do wonder how these hunters do in that time. As Cheap around the outside of Quad Cake. Beautiful move, son. Just caught the tail end of it, but I can picture it now. Around the outside with the use of DRS. Nicely done, mate. Great move there. Russian Doctor now. He's taken his up from the pit lane. Thunderbolts as well. He's still sits to his strike, so we might get to see him down in the middle. Keep an eye out for them. You can see Apollo is really taking his wheels, so Brian Bromley's starting to get a little bit lonely in P3, but I'm sure he won't be one yep, I'll keep it this way, thank you, and I'll take my P3 and be moving on with it. Jeez. Let's see what Mars has to say about that. He's on the back of Junkyard Dog. We got 5 tenths up 30 just pushing him ever so wide. Losing a few tenths, you can see. You can see the time loss of 30 and you know what? I love it. It really adds a confidence to racing. It probably needs to be from the adds that little element. You don't want to be trailing after overheated too tight, and just Mars is a little bit sideways, and here he goes stalling through. We're going to see Bazza come through as well. He's tucked right at the back of Mars. He looks to the outside, looks to the inside, just has to settle into P7. Wow, and just as we said it, don't want to sit too long in the dirty air of the car ahead. You see exactly why. That happens. Tyres overheat, tyres wear, and all of a sudden you're heading sideways in a direction you do not want to be. Wowee. Couldn't have been more perfect for me. Thank you for the demonstration of that one, Mr. Mars. Going back on board with Baz up. You know he has pace and you can see it before. That really is the beautiful Pepsi losing up himself back on the blue one. And a little bit of gap, I would say. And add. We've now got this battle here for 4th position Junkyard Dog with Mars and Bazza. Bazza has got that 3 seconds on his name. Run again. You wonder why he's got a penalty. Exhibit A. Exhibit A. Oh, let's have a look at penalty, shall we? 3 seconds for Bazza, 3 seconds for Trump. 3 seconds for Russian Doctor. 13. For the speed of the lane. You can see he's had a little improvement on Mars. Looks like Mars is struggling with pace, and we can see up ahead, move in A, or defense in A, I should say. Nice build in the let's jump aboard with Mars. See how doing nice build. I tell it why, let's jump aboard with MJ. Is there anything going up here? No, there's not. Staying back. Oh, right here, runs wide. What's this going to provide? Mars is going to go, thanks for coming. I'll sail through there. Baz is going to want to do the same. Can he make it happen? He's on the inside. He's on the inside of Ranieri. Ranieri's got to give him the space now. Side by side through Lovefield. And very nice. He's going to throw it back up inside. He looks to, but can't get it done. Nice move from Bazza. Opportunistic. Very nicely done. Ranieri unlucky there to just make that little mistake, which costs him a couple of places. Looking back down, Drew Teacher was now on the back of Whitehead. You can see Whitehead gets it back in the head. Excuse me once again. It's a good little battle forming here between Chief Teacher and Whitehead. It's been really entertaining to follow on. Keep an eye on. We jump back up with Bazza, who's on the back of Mars. And again, he's going to he might have kept it on a white line. And he's throwing some more rights out of the moment. How are you? Now through Stowe. How close can he stay? Not too far at all, and he's going to have the DRS again to go to Mars. Mars goes defensive very early. Bazza decides not to take a slipstream. Maybe so he could have backed as well. MJ Roller and Apollo again, exact same spot we checked in last time. 3 tenths, 4 tenths of difference. Just hanging out, staying well acquainted with the forward. And for no one is concerned for each other's welfare as Bazza now looking for the move around the outside. Is it on this time? Doesn't look like a well defended there from Mars, just keeps the foot in. just manages to break that a little bit later as Itchy retires from the session. Looks like he's done so in pit lane, so that should be fine for us there. It's a shame for Itchy. Obviously, he was a late check-in, so I'd have to know how much practice he got to get in, really. But it's great to see him back on track. As Ranieri breaking late. Woo! We're getting very nice and close there, gentlemen. We like to see it. Stay well acquainted. Get used to your enemies. What do they say? Get your friends close, but your enemies closer. Take your pick here, mate. Take your pick here. Bazza now, 2/10 the gap. He's really pushing Mars along. He's saying, look, mate, I've got pace. I'm looking to put you in a spot where you'll make a mistake. Mars, so far, credit to him, is holding up here. What a view that is. What a shot. The sunset in the background, that was pretty. Bazza charging up the battery there. What kind of move is on the cards? Up the old hanger straight. Let's jump on board. Off the gap. 4 tenths, 5 tenths, 4 tenths. Looks like Bazza having got a lot of battery. Battery in the wrong places. Starts to pick his mark. Or, credit to Mark, you can't take it away from him. He's defending good. Using the battery where he needs to. Just pick where he needs to be. Good target, good spots. Saying that, Bazza running very wide there. Hoping for more up all he needs. So it's Ranieri. Again, the dirty air. Just throwing trouble and shade at him. He was going to potentially on for a move. Ranieri. Oh my goodness. Is that a sign of these hard tyres going off? Is it a sign of the tyres or is it a sign of that little dirty one? Either way, he's not the first dog we've seen at the moment to high speed. Could be a dirty air as well. Got to keep that in mind. As it stands though, Polo, MJ Roller, Brian Bromley will be your podium. 3 fantastic races for the gentlemen. Junkyard Don will currently be consolidating with 4 or 6 but he's focused now on the great direction battle. This is a fierce battle. Bazza, Ranieri, Mars, and even Defender Blake sort of stakes. Bazza just keeps it tidy. Oh, running a little bit deep. No, gets tucking nicely. And I think those tyres are dropping. I think those tyres are seriously dropping off for his hearts. Although this might have been Bazza now, 4 tenths off the back of Mars. DRS open. You can see that build on the wheel. Not a lot of it to use. Maybe just need to go a little bit smarter with his back wheels. Nothing came now jumping up the order a bit. Thanks to the pit stop of Big 56. No doubt he might want to see. Back a bit. Pass. Now Benny's down the runs a bit wide. Ranieri isn't there. No, he might have a mistake. Bazza now. Looking to the outside. Again, Mars just puts that car in a beautiful spot to play it defensive. Bazza, he thought about trying it up the inside there. Again, Mars, right place, right time, well defended. Jumping on board with Woody Fender. Maybe he's the one to make a move on Ranieri from P7. Have a look at this timing tower as it stands, and I think this is not how it's going to end. MJ Roller, with his 4 tenths on Polo, has been piling the pressure on him for the last 7 laps. Polo has a hell of a food. Let's jump on board this lap. Let's have a watch. Let's see what's going to happen. Will it be different? You can just see the car getting washed out on that turn. Yeah. 4 tenths become 8 tenths in one. Great. As Bazza and Ranieri hit. And quite hit. Wow. So they've called it. They're saying, no, it's not worth it. We're not going to get onto the back of fresh tyres. We're going to jump into the pits, take the fresh tyres. That's Ranieri jumps Bazza. Ranieri jumps Bazza. And someone else picked up a 10-second as well. I didn't see who. Did not see who. Apologies. Who was it? Quite 8 picks in 10 seconds. That hurts for him. Staying on board though with MJ Roller, he just closes up on the slow corners, but then he can't do anything about it because there's no DRS straight here anymore. It almost feels like the DRS straight here should still be there. I understand it's probably a bit dangerous with the right hander of Billy. That's going to be a tough one, I suppose, with DRS open. But you just got to close it. You know? I feel like it's almost no different to Suzuka Turn 1. It just shows that if you ask Jack Tyrone, you don't need to close it. Lucky Jack Boy. I'll see you back in the grid soon. So now with those pit stops, you see a few gaps opening up. Ranieri 5 seconds off the back of Bazza. What's happened there? Was there contact? Was there a moment from Ranieri? I'm not entirely sure, but these three have been completely split up. Just interesting. The boys are on the soft, Ranieri's on the hards. Baz is on the mediums. Footy Bender says, I'm just going to stick it on the hards now. Boys, I'm not going to control. So now, our main battle, you can see here's MJ Roller and Apollo Pepsi. Ooh, you can just see he's getting closer and closer. Here's one of these laps, it's happening. One of these laps, MJ Roller is going to make it. Further down the pack, Russian Doctor is closing up his pack with Thunderbolts. Cheap Trick has cruised past the Fish as I suspected. Fish has been one of those. Older. Exactly old, yeah, definitely older. We've got 5 to go after this one. They got like a quick freeze game to mark up. Let's jump up on the Russian Doctor. That battle's going to stay pretty stagnant for a little bit longer yet. And you see Thunderbolt's just running wide there through Stone. Russian Doctor's got a fantastic exit hitting on those softs. Thunderbolt goes defensive to let him go. That's fantastic to see. Knows the battle's not there to be won. He's not going to have it. Russian Doctor's got it down. He says, why would I worry about that? Just let you through. Use you as my carrot and you will have a stick. And you just both finish this race in your own time. That's good. Good to see. Smart racing. Wide cake now is back onto the back of Ranieri. Ranieri got damage. Let's just have a see if we can, no, Ranieri looks to have both end plates intact. Doesn't look to have any damage. Really fall off the pace of Bazza, who's not putting enough time into old Bender. The two's got to work. I can see the vision, obviously those hard work are the greatest. Okay, now Kitty achieves to open up that DRS, seeing what he can sort of start to put in. Thunderbolts into the pit lane to the speed as well. Some shots and Silicon tries to put down. As we said, it is pre-season, it's a chance to show Tempe's what sort of pace you can have throughout the race. It's quite nice and tight. Is he close enough to make a move? DRS wide open. I would expect maybe using it back there just to keep him Ranieri, new to sim racing, or sim, I should say league racing. Showing some great pace today. We've shown press, showing some good racecraft. I haven't seen the vehicles from it, which has been awesome. So welcome to lads, mate. It's good to have you here. Fantastic presentation. Well done. Battle here is just going. It's just going, and it's got to produce something. I refuse to believe this is how it works. I just refuse. It's been building for 10 laps, minimum, if not longer. Safe to will end what, lap 9, 8? I reckon it's been building for 14 laps. This is unreal stuff. What has MJ Rowan got? Push himself past Apollo Pepsi. Apollo Pepsi looking to fend off even after the early incidents with Bazza. He's recovered, he's persevered, he's fought, and he's now leading the reverse Silverstone Grand Prix. Lap 24 of 26 starts now. He's only got to do it for 3 more laps. He's just got to start to build that gap, give himself some space to breathe. And he can say, thanks for coming, lads. This is the sort of pace I have. Come and chase me, come and get me. As it looks like, has MJ lost DRS this lap? Jumping off board, he has. So he's going to have to put in an absolute storming lap now to get back within that 1 second. Although we have noticed he has got the speed on him through the slower corner side. I just wonder if Apollo's running slightly lower wings. Just to help himself on the straights. You can see there, you go 3 tenths. Beckett's making some blood. Too much brain out, mate. Yeah, just helps him defend, helps him overtake. So I wonder if that's what his whole plan is in this whole race. Let's jump on board now with Whitegate, who is now heading to start lap. Feel quite spread out here on lap 24. Outside that early stage car with a pretty clean running, which has been good to see. Whitegate went a bit deep there into the club. Now the batch answer looks like he may have lost the DRS as well. No doubt MJ go through Luffield, yep. Nope, he wasn't. He was going through Village, excuse me. One right at my house. Lap 25 to 26 now. MJ Roller's got to really consider making a move. Coming through Stowe. This could be the closest he's ever been. Gets the foot down. I think it might be 5 tenths. 5.5 tenths is probably the closest I've seen him heading out of Stowe in a while. Jumping up below the polo though, he has got plenty of battery to play with. And again, he's going to make MJ's job really hard. You can see Apollo struggling with Beckett's in maggots. You can see the speed that MJ can carry through there. You can tell the wing difference as they look down to the back marker now of Russian Doctor. Who no doubt will just jump out of the way at the first opportunity. MJ though, DRS wide open. Is there a move on? Boy, you can tell. You can hear his brain thinking. He thought, yep, I'm going to run from here. No, with an extra lap to go. Maybe he thought, that's next lap. That's what I'm going to do. So you can see Russian Doctor out of the way. Very nice there. Boys, well done. I think it's lovely to see. MJ then into the hairpin. Tough braking on that one. Reminds me a bit of Bahrain without the elevation change. Bahrain turning behind is looking pretty hard down the left-hander. Tough little braking zone. Same with this one. Yellow flags behind. I guess that was the Alpine from Kano. As here we go, starting the final lap of Silverstone in reverse for the first time in the lads season 3 preseason. MJ Roller has 6 tenths to make up. Whitegate also has 5 tenths to make up. The 2 McLarens looking to make up a final position on the final lap. Boys are using all the battery they've got. Apollo's going to have plenty in his tank. Who's going to have the time or the advantage? We've got about 12 turns to find out. MJ again, just able to carry a bit of speed, but Apollo looks like he's taking out a lot, and the best I've seen him take it so far. He's able to hold that gap about 7 tenths. MJ though, using a bit of battery, closing up. He's got to be committed here. Oh, he runs wide. And picks up a 3 second, and I'm cocked and I'm spluttering. And that is race over for MJ Roller, unfortunately. Ran wide, had to be committed, have to respect the effort, but that's going to be finished, unfortunately. Whitegate then. They're starting their final lap, and we'll jump on them very, very soon. Let's finish it off though here with MJ Roller. Who's going to win on track? The money now is on Apollo Pepsi. I think he's going to keep it. It's tidy, as long as he doesn't do anything silly. MJ Roller looking to break extremely late. Bit of a rear lock, getting a bit sideways. I'm sure Apollo got a little bit of co-brown there into the farm there. But jumping on board with Apollo, he's going to take the win here in round 2 of Lads Season 3 pre-season. Very nice drive there from Apollo. Good recovery drive considering the early chaos, the safety car. MJ Roller takes home P2. Very, very nice drive from him as well. Looked dominant all night long. Probably a bit unfortunate not to get the win. But obviously just couldn't quite get the defense finished on Apollo early, and then couldn't find his way back past. Fantastic defensive driving from Apollo as well, it must be said. Whitegate looks like he may have made a mistake as well. Let's jump off the back of Brian Bromley takes home P3, Junkyard P4, Margin P5. Looks like Footy Bender's going home, coming for P6. Daza, tell you what, he's raking the time on Footy Bender, it must be said. He's taking about 11 seconds in the last 6 laps or less. He's going to come home in P7. Ranieri, P8 on race debut, let's say. Race last week. It's on race debut. Well, very well done to you, mate. P8, you take that any day of the week. Whitegate is going to come home in a P9. Tidy drive from the McLaren of Quiet Cake. 10 seconds front surf penalty, so he's actually going to drop to P10. Cheap Trick's going to take him, I think. None of the penalties, he stays safe. Fish slips P11. He's going to finish it out as Russian Doctor and Crumpin finish a lap down. Well, what a race. What a time. Let's get these boys in here. Who was it? Apollo. That's the wrong Apollo. Apollo Pepsi. RJ Roller. MJ Roller. And Brian Bromley. We'll extend the invitation, shall we? See what they say, and they jump in, they jump in. They don't. They don't. It is completely. We won't push it. But that was a great race. It was good to see some different pace, some different names in different places, and ultimately some true pace shining through. A fantastic race there from the top three. Our final results here, as you can see, is Apollo takes home P1 from P2 on the grid. Also set the fastest lap, so really well done to him there. MJ Roller in P2. We'll be a bit disappointed not to convert that pole, but nonetheless a fantastic race from him. Brian Bromley climbs up from P5 into P3. Junkyard Dog rounds out next to him. Mars P5. Bender, Bazza, Ranieri, Quiet Cake, Cheap Trick. Rounds out your top 10. Fish Slips, Russian Doctor, Crump and Kano. Thunderballs, all DNFing on last laps or retiring, I must